Where my girls at?
Taking the spice, you know, keep it locked in.
Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while the beat keep knocking.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the ladies' show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls?
Everybody out there, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Does anybody think Diddy's gay?
Yes.
I don't know.
Bisexual.
You know how I
Yes.
feel. The more money you
Bisexual.
got, the more weird you are. Like,
Yeah.
the more I just-
Yes. I don't
and I'm
know.
not saying gay is weird. I'm just saying, like, if that's what you are, then be that. Like, it's okay. You got all the money
I'm
to
saying,
share.
like, if you want to be
Yeah.
a gay, stand on it. Don't wait till
Yeah.
you are like what's-
Somebody's gonna talk at some point. Like, you have to know that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Look, about to hit the fan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not just with Diddy, it's gonna be for a lot of these
Mhm.
mofos in the industry. It's about to hit the fan.
I would say that if anybody is being accused, whether it's male, female, white, black, child, whatever the case may be, if that person did not, I personally don't think Diddy is gay. Just like you girls. You girls are hosts. You guys are in the business. And there's going to come a time in your business where you may have to make a strategic business move, and it's going to hurt the feelings of somebody else. And when that happens, not if, but when that happens, the name that you think that you have, or the name that you want to be in the light, you may have to force that more than usual because of people who are disappointed with how you conduct your business. So what I'm saying is even in the corporate world where it's not entertainment, there are people who don't like certain people because somebody moved in the strategic interest of what they felt like their business needed.
You see all of our faces.
Right. Because I'm sweating real hard at this point. Like,
No. I'm everything. I mean, I'm not saying
you're
that
not wrong.
nobody.
You're not wrong. I just
Exactly.
feel you're not wrong. It's just the whole principle of it. You have to watch how we're gonna use Diddy for example. You have to watch how he has been moving. You ain't been moving right, homie. You ain't been moving right.
What has he been moving?
Justin Bieber looking at you wild? Like, yeah, we had a great 24 hours, right? Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about media. Is about context. You
It
can
is.
take
You
media
better
and
believe it.
move it
'Cause
into
your
a different
eyes tell a lot.
context.
So you know what I've
Yeah.
I've noticed amongst the internet. I see a lot of men defending.
Amen.
Defending
Okay.
what?
Defending Diddy.
Diddy,
Yeah.
R.
I've
Kelly,
seen a lot of that. Defending
Brown,
surviving Diddy.
Trey Songs, all
Yeah.
of them.
All the
ones
y'all
that-
want him. Y'all know he got money. Y'all want him. Oh, so it's right for y'all to beat on him too. It's cool for that too. Oh, all right, cool.
You ever see that? That's the same thing with R. Kelly. Like, R. Kelly came out eventually, right? Where they started talking about he was doing the same stuff with young boys too. Now, if there was no semblance of some kind of truth to these things, then we have to like sit here and wonder, like, what? Like, you, even if you sue somebody, like Cassie did, right? She sued Diddy. There has to be a level of proof in order that Diddy is like, I don't want this coming out. You know
Thank
what? Settlement.
Let me pay that fine.
Pay.
Let me pay
Yeah,
that
that
fine.
has to, because he ain't. It took less than 24 hours, huh?
From a business
Why do you
standpoint,
settle?
that's not why he settled.
That's
He
what
settled.
everybody. I work in a law firm. That's what.
Okay,
that's
go ahead, girl. Go
jargon.
ahead. Well,
Go
That's
ahead.
jargon.
because you're the
All that
expert right now,
means-
huh?
All that means is we're gonna give you the okey doke, right? And we're going to tell you some BS. You're going to fly with it because at the end of the day, the reason why there's a non-disclosure is because there is no way that she can come out now after grabbing that money.
Do y'all think that Cassie, we're talking 13 years, right? 13 years, non-disclosure agreements really didn't come into hip hop and entertainment until when? The last, what, maybe 10 years?
Oh,
Said
she
who?
probably
Who
didn't
said
sign
what
a
now?
non-disclosure.
You don't
'cause
think
she
she's
was in a
Where you got
exactly,
that from?
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Does anybody think she signed a non-disclosure agreement?
I don't think she originally signed a non-disclosure.
I don't think she originally,
think
because when
just
she
didn't
came
say
on, she
anything.
came on with Ryan Leslie. She never came on with him. He took her from Ryan Leslie.
Right,
I
right.
did my homework.
Right. So
I did my homework.
Yeah, so she probably didn't originally sign a non-disclosure, but
Exactly.
my guess is with the settlement, she had to sign a non-disclosure
Of
because you can't go out and
course.
Oh,
say
absolutely.
blah blah
After
blah blah
that,
blah.
yeah.
This all this
Of
stuff
course.
happened because, and I'm
She's
here
still-
$30 million deep.
And you know what?
You know?
Whoever is bashing her for taking that money, shame on you.
She
Because
had
you know
to
what?
take the money. She had
I would
to.
take 30 million too, okay? Because this happens to
She had
regular
to.
women on a regular basis and they get
Mhm.
nothing.
It
That's for
wasn't
one.
about the money.
Absolutely.
For
It's
two,
not about the money. She had to
for
take the money.
two,
It's not about
she
the money.
still did her job. She still did her job. Look at, she put it up. Look what we talking about right now.
Who is
Yep.
gonna drop 30 bands on anybody who's lying? He'd be like, if she was lying, Diddy's gonna be like, oh, let's take it to court. I got all the money in the world
Why?
to fight this.
That's what they do. That's like what the
No.
Kardashians do. It's a game, right? If you have the money to drag this through court and somebody else really don't got the money like that, this person can drag this through until all of your money runs out and you just give up.
Right.
That's not what happened.
When you have, all right, think about it. If you take this girl to court, think about the press. The press is going to be there. They're going to be reporting every single day.
Yep.
Because you got arrested with Sean, they're going to make you out to be Suge Knight. There's going to be all type of accusations going on about, did he kill Tupac? Did he kill Big? It would be a circus.
It's already started.
It's at the beginning right now.
It's already started.
And you have sponsors.
It's already started. Dropped. You're going. Goodbye. See ya. They dropped
Yeah.
them. They
It's
did.
just the air about him now
dropped
is like
already?
unavoidable, regardless of
Not,
the
not
video.
all of his sponsors.
Not all.
Diddy
No, not
has
all.
about
I
1,000
think that's two of them.
sponsors or more.
Who dropped him?
The liquor Deleon.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
DC disassociated themselves with him and said he may never again play the part of Joker
Yes.
or dress as Joker, put it out there.
What happened was Diddy sued DeLeon. Or was it DeLeon? Anyway, he sued either DeLeon or the people above DeLeon because Diddy said that it was a situation where they were discriminating against him because he was a black business. And this happened about a year ago, maybe 9 months ago, 10 months ago. And he sued that company. So now there was a friction where as far as the DeLeon thing, so they probably used this situation
Right. They saw an out and they were like, let's get out of this now. Then, you know, this guy's problematic anyway.
All we gotta
Exactly.
do is sit back and wait.
Literally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's meant to be is gonna be.
Yeah.
And
it's
I
gonna
do
happen.
believe that karma is real. I do believe
absolutely.
in the universal laws of everything at play. And I think right now and over the last maybe decade or so, like things are just changing. The vibe, the frequency is changing. Things are starting to happen.
Coming out.
And things that people did wrong before, they knew, when you're doing wrong.
Well, Cosby got sued again.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's gonna happen forever because that man's got
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
like so much in his closet. It's like, man, he's
What
just
do y'all
hoping and
think
praying
about
at this point.
Mayor Adams?
He's an idiot.
I'm not
First
surprised.
of all,
Yeah, 'cause
I
everything
knew
else he
this
does
man
is
was
dumb.
gonna
So.
have some
He's an idiot.
scandals behind him
Yeah,
the
of
minute
course.
he jumped in office. And
Yeah.
then he tried to give his brother a job. You know, I knew this guy was gonna go crashing down at some point.
Not
Like his
surprised.
arrogance was too much.
Yep.
Too much.
But let me
No.
say this, just because I'm saying that there was a law put in place does not mean that in some way I'm saying that these women should not have to
Are
come.
taking it as opportunity.
What I'm saying is that you got to look at everything, not
There
just
are women
part
out
of it.
there that
Look.
will take advantage or will jump on a bandwagon or say, "Oh
Mhm.
yeah, he did this when he didn't." There are women like that. I'm
Right.
not going to say there aren't. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
100%.
There are.
There
I'm not
are
gonna
people like
discredit
that.
anyone.
There are people that are like that generally.
Right.
You know.
Well, look, didn't Tupac go to jail for something he didn't do?
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
That does
Mhm.
happen.
It happens,
Absolutely.
but
Again, it don't
That
even. He
doesn't mean-
probably didn't do
Oh.
it.
That's-
That's what I'm saying. He probably
But
didn't
you know
do
what?
it.
But you know what? Pac didn't let it go. Pac
Amen.
support this. You know
Went
what?
to
Diddy was
court.
just like, here.
Pac didn't
here's
have
all of
no
my
money at the time.
What?
Pac also didn't. You know, when you talk about when you're employing a lot of people and you are indirectly also employing a lot of people, your business is so tied up to wherein you will lose money going to court rather than it's an issue of making money and losing money. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna make money? It's a very executive thing to look at because that's also on the table as well.
But
It's
you're not
not just
always
on the
about
table
business.
of whether or not he's wrong or he's right. What also is on the table is the executive part and how much this would affect your business, how much this would affect your savings, and how much it would affect your employees and
Do you
sponsors.
think sometimes like people look into that when they making mistakes?
But
They don't take that
not
into
even just that,
account.
but this has to be somehow like provable, because not only was there are other people that she included in this situation, you know, like people who witnessed these things
grew up
happening and all that stuff. So there has to be a level of proof that can come out in order for Diddy to be like, okay, you know what? I understand the component that you're talking about. Like, it might be better to just get rid of it, you know, pay her off. And I understand that component. However, like, I don't think that that's what was going on here, because that's a lot of cake. 30 million, 30 billion. Was it billion or million?
No, million,
right?
million.
Million.
Oh, she was initially going to something for his lawyer, I believe, came out with a statement that said that she wanted to write a book and she wanted 30 million or something to that. Why is the 30 million in
She
this?
was offered more money.
She was offered
Well,
more, yeah.
And
they
she
didn't
refused
disclose.
They didn't disclose. No, they didn't
They
disclose.
they didn't disclose the settlement amount, but she was asking for 30 million.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the assumption is she's either close
Or
to
got
30
more.
million or she got the 30 million.
Right.
That's the assumption. I mean, if I got 10 million, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be
Exactly.
like, give me 10. You know, actually,
Right.
me, if I got 10,000, I'd be happy. But
Right, and again, nobody is saying that this didn't happen to this girl.
right.
You know, nobody. You know, I don't think most. You know, but there's different ways when you're exposed to what lawyers are saying, because Diddy was advised on by his lawyer.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people in the world who settle out of court for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And they do it based on the law and based on their positioning in their business. So I'm not saying that this didn't happen to Cassie. What I am saying that, really nobody knows what was going. All we know is what we know.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, nobody out here in the general public know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the lawyers,
People behind
know.
the scenes.
The lawyers
Okay.
know, because there's this little
They
thing
know.
called discovery, right? And so what happens when this stuff happens, then the lawyers get to you know, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
This is what
When you
we
go to
have.
trial, right?
This is like we can take it to trial or we can settle, but that's up to you. But this is what I have, and then that lawyer, Diddy's lawyer, has to give him the best advice. Like, look,
Right.
this girl got witnesses. This girl got other. You know what I mean? You like just even if you got people to lie for you, you got people to come up there and lie for you on behalf of you against him. At the end of the day, it's all gonna be a show for you.
But let me point out though, this is a hard. Anytime you get into business, it is difficult. Whether you're male, female, whatever, you know, if you're involved with somebody, this person decides to write a book on you, you know, or anything, you know, you have to really, really run your situation in a real shrewd way. And, you know, you just have to, and I'm not saying, and this is for everybody who's in entertainment, not just entertainment in the business world, but specifically in entertainment right now, in the context of what we're talking about. This is the kind of decisions that one would have to make. And you know, and in this business, people can be people. You know what I'm saying?
You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you capping. I know you. I know you. I know you. Shut up. Shut up. I know you. Ain't no mystery, man. I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean? You are embarrassing yourself and the family. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. Hey, what is she talking about? Well, you can't do nothing with me. What you can do with me?
King Harris says that he stands on business, no matter who it is. No matter who it is, following an incident that occurred at the Falcons versus Saints game.
Was he fighting with his dad? Was he arguing with T.I.?
Yeah.
God, what the heck?
For me,
that boy is.
Somebody said in the comments that he's trying so hard to be a poor person. Like, why? You trying so hard to be a poor person because that's what you want to be. You trying to act so hard and tough. Only not even saying poor, but you know, just basically coming from the hood where you're not from.
Right.
You're not from the hood. Stop trying. Come on. Oh my God, I almost had a heart attack.
I stand on business.
It makes these young people feel good when they feel like they're real. Like they're coming from a real place.
Well, I will
exactly.
And you never even experience what that is. So they have to create their own, you know,
illusion.
Facade of what that is because they never really actually experience these things.
The type of chokehold I have you in, baby. If I was time, yo, stop playing with who you talking to? Who you talking to? Like, I'm too aggressive. I'm sorry.
If you're a celebrity and you're raising a kid that is rebellious, if you will, they act out, and in this situation, this kid is acting out, not out, but out.
People holding him back. Like, how you got people holding you back from your parents?
Yeah, that's insanity.
Oh my God.
I just feel like if a young man like that said to me, I stand on my business, I'm gonna just be like, spell business, please. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you have 14, 15 years old, boy, calm down.
Gentle parenting has gone out the window. I will be on you like white on rice. The both of us.
Yeah, for sure. My kids wouldn't even fix their face to like even come. What? Yeah. You want to be poor? You want to be poor? Poor people don't talk to their parents like that. They will get yoked up so quick. Like, are you crazy? These kids is crazy.
What?
Yeah,
he need to get left alone for a little while. Just
he need to be disowned.
Disowned for a little while. that you happen to relapse. Let the world get on you real quick and see how that works.
Let life show him a thing or two.
Yes,
Yep.
and then when you're ready, come on back, baby.
But there's a lot of weird stuff with that whole family. Like, cousin wasn't the like what's her name? The wife, what's her name? Tiny's daughter going through stuff too. And like there was like there's always something. No, it was T.I.'s daughter. T.I.'s daughter, the thin one with the glasses or
Yeah.
whatever. She even got rebellious against him at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
Because they
So-
crazy a little bit. They crazy
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
The celebrity crazy life on the low.
Yep. I see
Yeah,
it.
but that's what
100%.
happens when you're born into money.
Yeah.
And I always look back, I wasn't like that. Yo, we did not scream on our parents.
Scream
What?
on. As soon as you get looked at,
Exactly.
There was none of that.
You know?
you already know what time it is. You better look away, look sideways, start laughing, go play. I don't give a damn. But you better get out of my face with
My son would be like, I'd be like, what did you say? I would
Like,
tell my son, I said, what'd you say? And he'd be like, oh no, it was an accident. It was an accident.
Right,
It was an
like,
accident.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, look, I don't even curse around my parents, man.
Oh my
See, that's
God.
respect. These kids don't have no respect these days. There's no respect.
Because
And
they can't
exposed to
get
different
beat
stuff.
no more. Because they can't get their butts whooped no
talk
more
to your
like that.
children. Talk to
Yep.
them.
There's no fear. There's no fear. We can't
It's
install fear with this CPS stuff going on, you know?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
not
guess
good.
what? You
Or
won't be
get back
taken, not me. I'm chilling.
Right.
But if you want to call CPS,
Right, you
you feel me? That's bye-bye for you. That ain't bye-bye for me.
I'm gonna say, I'll call CPS for you. I'll punch the bank. It'll be right by the door.
And don't think you about to bring the PlayStation because it's staying here.
That's right.
go with them people. Let's see how that work out.
You remember the 6-year-old who shot
Yeah.
teacher in the classroom? Mother of 6-year-old who shot his first grade teacher, sentenced to 21 months in prison for marijuana use while owning a gun. But the kicker to this is that the documents reveal 6-year-old boy who shot his teacher in the torso reportedly admitted to doing it.
Yeah.
Quote, I shot that bitch dead. I did it.
Hold on. Is this a new story or is this that older story and new
That's what I was
stuff is
about to say.
developing?
This was that I think it was about a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was during.
Yeah.
like,
So this is just new stuff developing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is sickening.
You know,
Did that teacher die or did she
No.
just get? Oh,
No, she was just injured. Yeah.
she got sentenced to 21. That's almost 2
the
years.
mother.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mother. Yeah.
They wanted her to be held accountable, but they couldn't hold her accountable for that because that's like,
Not
you
her
know, I
doing.
mean, yeah, I mean, it is if she didn't have it locked up on that particular
Right.
day or whatever,
Right.
I mean, she's
Right.
responsible. But like they probably were able to get more time in her, like with the marijuana use.
Yeah.
While holding a gun, while having a gun.
Yeah.
This
which
is crazy. Like, why is your
You
6-year-old
can't
saying
use
that?
marijuana while owning a gun.
Doing it?
I
guess
that's
they
the
was
first
looking
I've
for
heard of
something.
that. But
Like what? What marijuana gonna do? You more so not supposed to be drunk with a gun. Like what?
No, this is just too much.
It's all types of things that you know they could prove, right? With marijuana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What you just said. What you gonna do with marijuana with a gun as comparison to like being drunk with a gun? You know, marijuana. You might say it's paranoia or something like that. You know what I mean? So there's things that come into play that they have done research on that with
Yeah.
marijuana that you know maybe she was too relaxed. Maybe she didn't care. You know, she didn't really
She did it on purpose.
know what was going
period.
on. You know, but that's what that's what they can say.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know. They're gonna find everything. Trust me. Anything to throw that ass in jail. Anything, girl.
Yeah, please.
You beat your cat when you were 3. Go in jail.
But you know, in that situation though, they had to hold somebody accountable for that because
Oh yeah.
they couldn't
that's
hold
what
a
they did. They want to
6-year-old.
make the public happy.
Yes.
They want to make the public happy. Somebody has to go down
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
No,
And if
100%.
we can't stick her with anything else, well, you know what? She's a pothead. So let's
Right.
do that.
So,
You know?
because at the end of the day, that's crazy. and somebody has to be held accountable. So
Yeah, and not wanting to throw the race card out there, but if this was a white person, let's just say it.
You don't remember that white lady in Florida that killed that black woman? She ain't never go to jail.
Yeah, then I
No, the one that came up with the iPad and the little boy, her son, when she
Mhm.
took the son iPad, that lady ain't never go to jail. She living happily in
Right.
her apartment. Okay,
Right.
not her dead.
disgusting. It's disgusting.
During the Thanksgiving holiday, Jenny Mai posted a beautiful video with her daughter carving the family turkey. Not to get into the whole Jenny Jeezy thing, again, because obviously we already talked about that. But what kind of bond do you think mothers and their children have? And how is it different from a father's bond with the children?
Mm. Good one.
Lord, I just had a whole thing with this.
Mhm.
I mean, we're women.
Yeah, if
We
you're an
are
active
just-
mom, they're your kids.
Yeah, we have different body. We've talked about this before. We got different body parts and everything. Like this is what we were made for, to nurture and be that softness and that pillow for what we birth, right? And then y'all men, you know, you could do your little hard stuff with them and be, you know, tough and all of that. It's a big difference,
Right?
you know.
I was
It's
more the
natural.
disciplinarian in my house.
Yeah.
I was the disciplinarian. Yeah, I mean, my kids, I have a very loving, adoring relationship. I have 2 daughters and a son. I have a very different relationship with my daughters than my son. And but I was more the authoritarian because my ex-husband was the type who was like watching a game or playing a video game or whatever, not really focused in on the kids. So the extent of his authority would be, hey, cut it out in there. And then they would be like,
that's it.
But do they listen though? Did they listen to him?
yeah,
they
that would work. That would work. Yeah. With me, it was more like, didn't I tell you like 80 times?
I know that's
Stop, you know what I
me
mean?
right
And they
now.
would just be like,
I got a 15-year-old driving me up the wall, boy. I can stand
I'm
teenagers.
glad. I'm past all that. I'm past.
God, I
My
can't
youngest is 24. I am past it.
I can't
I'm
wait
so
to
happy.
pass this stage.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think you far into your 30s.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I have
Right?
a 30-year-old, a 26-year-old.
Oh wow, get out.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Wow.
Insane.
When I tell you I was at the Freaknik, girls, I was aging myself. Okay.
You
Great,
still
girl.
look good. You still look good.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Ton of makeup. It works.
Yes, we're nurturers. To answer the question, we're
Yeah.
nurturers. We're always going to be the winners. That's it. It's over.
Naturally.
You know what?
Basically, yeah. In a
I think
nutshell.
also too that mothers also have a gentleness that a child also recognizes early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
And I
like
think
this.
it's just a connection. Come on, like the seed is planted in us, and we literally grow people in our body and release them into the world. And then you think after we do that we're not gonna look at them like, oh, like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
But that was a beautiful video that she had posted up there. That
It was.
That was
It
nice.
was so
It was
cute.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
And
But
our daughter is gorgeous.
Oh
She's
wow.
It's so
Beautiful.
beautiful.
they might need somebody black to come in and do the little hair in the back.
listen,
I was waiting
now,
for you to say
listen.
that.
If y'all don't put that in a ponytail.
I didn't want to say nothing
can
because you
split
know
that
I'm
up.
the green guy of the company.
Oh, there was a
So-
ponytail issue?
That wasn't a ponytail.
No, I said they should have put it in a ponytail. It can go. It can.
Yeah.
It can all
it can
fit. Yeah, you have 3 or 4 of them. It can fit. All right, everybody. In case you've been busy or you just don't know what the hell is going on, this is the Lady Guru Show for you. Fat Joe and the Terror Squad family are mourning the death of their longtime member. On Wednesday night, November 22nd, the Bronx native took to Instagram to announce that Raul Conde has passed away. Damn. In a lengthy caption, Joe eulogized the original TS artist and music video director by describing how loyal he was to him. Joe included various photos of Conde. I'm please, I hope I'm not saying that right. Conde. There we go. Conde throughout the course of their decade-long time friendships. Raul Conde was a part of Terror Squad since day one. Conde also had a son with TV reality star Erica Mena. She took to her Instagram story and posted a photo of Conde with their son. Oh, I thought it was more. Don't you? Well,
wow, R.I.P.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did hear that he passed away. That was crazy.
And he was loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Terror Squad back in that time.
Yes, was.
Yeah.
All
yes,
right.
he was. So in other news, Sexy Red has responded to one stressed out ballet teacher who's tired of getting requests for her songs from her young students.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-old girls ballet. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're putting they're hitting each other and hitting other kids. You address the parent. The parents are telling you, you don't tell my daughter what to do. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them.
The conflict began when a ballet teacher took to her TikTok to vent her frustrations about parents who let their children listen to songs like Pound Town and Ski Yee. The woman claimed that working with her 5-year-old students has been the most traumatic experience of my life. Part of the reason is because the 22-year-old students are disrespectful and only want to hear Sexy Red's music. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee, the teacher said. The video went viral and eventually caught the attention of Hood Rats, rapper herself. Her initial reaction was to defend her toddler fan wishes. On the X, the St. Louis rapper reposted the video and told the teacher, girl, play Pound Town and Ski Yee and shut the F up.
What?
The ghetto.
Yo,
The
what
ghetto.
in the hell?
The
man?
ghetto.
Come on, man.
This is the ghetto.
Beyond ratchet. I
This is
don't
the
believe she has
ghetto.
any talent at all.
Welcome to the new generation of children.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
5, like
I don't understand it, but I think
And ballet. How you going ballet to that?
exactly.
This is the type of stuff that makes me look at countries like China who restrict their people from having more children.
Yep.
Like,
Right.
maybe it's not such a bad idea.
It's not, especially in the ghetto, because the ghetto is just being ghetto.
Mm.
That's
Right.
like, and that's your response. This ghetto. Like that's all you gotta say. Ghetto. That's it. It's just ghetto.
'Cause that's what they doing in the house. And they just,
Yep.
Yep.
No guidance.
outside.
They got 23-year-old moms, and they 23-year-old moms don't know how to do nothing but shake her
That's
booty
it.
and drink liquor.
Exactly.
That's why she got that baby.
Sorry.
Disgusted.
I just
Be
think that all
disgusted.
this stuff can be avoided if the teacher, just like at the beginning of the sessions of the class, like, look, we don't do requests here. Like, we're gonna go with an itinerary. Yeah, I mean, look, they're kids, so like, I mean,
Right.
there's only so much they can bully you,
You're the teacher.
right? So, yeah, you the teacher, get control of your class and just be like, we don't
Right.
do that. We don't do that.
Right.
Here. You
And
don't have that.
you gotta, as a teacher, when you go into that field, you gotta know what district you getting into and what them
Yeah.
kids be
Mm.
about. So you gotta know what you getting into, and you gotta prepare yourself, child, because
Mhm.
Or get out.
You basically raising other people's kids.
That's right, because a lot of teachers, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but a lot of these teachers are raising kids because they ain't getting raised at home.
Amen. Amen now. Amen.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what's happening.
Mm-mm.
I feel bad for her. She's a young black woman. I mean, it's nice to see that somebody her age is not about that ratchetry, but I
Right.
feel bad for her at the same time because
Yeah.
wow.
Hopefully she can get a handle. Hopefully she can get some help. It went viral, so hope she'll be getting
Exactly.
some help shortly.
Right.
Yeah.
In other news, Quavo debuted new cookbook during food giveaway ahead of Thanksgiving. Quavo is cooking up more than dope music for the holidays. He better be doing something. The Atlanta rapper teamed up with Ermid Recipe to debut his first cookbook ever, just in time for the Thanksgiving. His book, titled Huncho Farms Cookbook, is full of notorious recipes from his family. The book contains special directions to cook recipes for turkey, chicken, sauces, apple crisp, and more. Quavo celebrated the release of the cookbook at his Huncho Farms food distribution event in his hometown, presented by his foundation, Quavo Cares. Families who registered were able to receive free turkeys, fresh produce, and other goodies ahead of the holiday.
Hey. But you know what? Yo, Quavo better sell something because he ain't selling no record.
You hear me now? You better be doing something.
But,
Yo.
but how is he selling stuff if he ain't selling records? Like, how is that?
Listen. Their PR team is trying to PR right now. Okay. They try to
and
work
honestly,
overtime.
it's not just him. There are a lot of music that is just not being streamed, if you will. They're not selling.
Mm-hmm.
So, but good for Quavo though. Good for Quavo.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're getting your hands wet in other endeavors, so that's always good.
Exactly.
Let's see how it works for you. If it don't, next. And that was your, in case you were busy or you just didn't know what the hell is going on, Lady Guru Show news for you. And we out of here.
The holidays are great for spending time with family and friends. So here at the Lady Guru Show, we've come up with is it okay list to put up for discussion. The first, is it okay to bring a person you just started dating, maybe for a couple months, to your family holiday event?
Depends. I say it depends. Everybody got a different family dynamic, and I think that's very personal. I wouldn't say no. I think that's a person to person thing. I think make sure people are aware. Don't just bring them. Ask, especially if you're going to another family member's place. Or let people know. So I think it's person to person. I know a lot of people have issues with that, but I personally wouldn't. Yeah.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I have, but I wouldn't anymore.
I think it is okay. And I'm only saying that because like you said, depending on the dynamic and depending on you and depending on the relationship, especially if you're somebody that is very into your family's opinion, and you might want to fill them out around the family, or have the family fill them out and give you a little opinion about them or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I kind of agree with Ty though. It is a person to person thing, how it is. I mean, I've done it. It didn't turn out terrible, but it was awkward, and everybody was kind of oh, is this the guy of the month? And it's
oh my God.
Oh, because they blew you up.
What are you talking about?
I got one. Is it not okay to let your kids act a fool at somebody else's house, and the host has to tell your kids to sit the hell down?
Never okay. Never okay.
I just look.
I've been in this position. I've seen it. It's and the parent will be right there. I'm
that's crazy.
Parent your kid. It's ridiculous. I feel like it should be embarrassing, but the parents don't be embarrassed.
Nah, they be chilling.
They be off in La La Land or something. If I gotta tell your kid, if I gotta tell your kid
Exactly.
Sit they down.
Mm-hmm.
Something ain't right.
It's ridiculous. Something ain't right. I don't like that. I've seen it a lot of times, and like I wasn't raised like that. I got twin nephews. They're not raised like that. So when they're around other children and they're acting crazy, I'm like, who is your parent? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, go get your parent, please.
They don't knock the TV down, or
Oh no.
they done almost knocked the lamp over.
It's time to go home.
Yeah, it's never okay. But like, how about train your kids first before coming out in public? Like, how about like get them to a point where they have respect for other people's homes and stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Like that shouldn't happen. But
That's right. The issue with that is the parent needs to go back and be trained first, because why is your kid doing that? And why is it okay with you?
And why are you still shoving mashed potatoes in your mouth? Like, you don't know your kid is in the pocket over there. Like, I gotta stop your kid from killing himself because you eating mashed potatoes?
Because that'd be normal to them. That's
Yep.
like
Yeah.
regular
That's
stuff.
right.
Like, oh.
He'll calm down. He'll be like,
Right.
no, go get your kids.
Exactly.
You don't want me to snatch him up?
Nope.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Is it okay to take home more than 2 plates at the end of the night?
Please take it all. Please.
Come on, please. They be telling us, take the food. We don't want nothing left back. We don't got no food.
Nah, man, I don't want to clean this stuff up.
Yeah, don't leave nothing. Take the food.
Fill the tray. Take it.
My family be having a lot of events and stuff, okay? And there is actually a thing, right? Where now we have started to like put stuff away early and like not leave the aluminum foil out, stuff like that, because it depends on how many people are coming, right? If you are wrapping up plates before everybody has even gotten a chance to eat, that is a hell to the now. Okay? You're not no.
Absolutely.
Chill out. Okay?
Hilarious.
You gotta be watching the football game by then or something. Like, we're done eating, we've all like chilled out. Like,
right.
you know what
I'm saying? If everybody done ate or whatever, and we don't really want to, no. But then again, you might want some leftovers for us that cooked it and
I just did this for Thanksgiving, right? I just had ton of people over here, ton of food or whatever. And I didn't eat not a dang thing while people were there, but I did make my plate before everybody got, I said,
yes, I was going to say that.
I put my stuff away. And I was like, you know what? I'll eat when I'm because I've been cooking all day. Yeah,
exactly.
You have to.
Yeah. And you got to leave a plate for your boo.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, you might got to put a little bit to the side, and then all right, now y'all can do your thing. All right, I'll put the little water back out.
Go ahead, take it off.
Is it okay for somebody not to make you a plate? Like if like the whole family was there, everybody ate, and like you come home to the person you live with and forget to bring their plate.
That's
crazy.
The thing. That's a
no. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you gotta try to, yes. Just the 2 plates, it should be like maybe like a 2 plate minimum. If you gotta feed your whole entire family, including the kids and everything, when you come back home, now that's a little OD.
That's a lot, yeah.
My son has a funny take. Like, he'll text me from like the living room and be like, "Mom, put the damn penny away before everybody kills it all, because I don't have them." Like, I'll put some away for you, Brandon. But
is it okay to talk about politics or religion?
In what setting? At Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I'm going. See you later. I don't want to hear that.
She's like,
you gonna have somebody that's too touchy about the topic, and I don't.
It's true. It's true.
It's always one person. It's always that one person.
I'm about that life. I'm about that life.
Look, Darcy. Look. Bye. Bye, girl. You got that. You got it, girl. You got it.
I love talking about politics, and I love to argue with people.
Let's talk about it.
I like a healthy debate, but some people they got some personal issues. They can't have them conversations.
Yeah. It's to another level.
Yes.
Well, listen, I also bartend, right? And so that's like a rule. Like, you don't talk about politics at the bar. It's like, you gotta go, because when there's alcohol involved and you're talking about very strong topics,
Yeah.
These people act nuts,
They
right?
act
And they
really
don't want
crazy.
so as a bartender, you're kind of supposed to be like, all right, like we don't do, like just kind of make light of it, but we don't do that here, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Because it can get ugly. And so I can understand it, especially even at Thanksgiving dinner, everybody's chug-a-lugging, like, you know what I mean? We're all drinking wine, whatever, coquito, whatever. Yeah, so like it gets touchy, it gets ugly. But I am the type of person I like to argue, but to a degree. But at some point when I notice there's sensitivity going on, then I'm like, all right, I'll fall back.
Right.
The first time I had to let something like that go, I was in the doctor's office.
Oh my gosh.
Why is my doctor talking to me and repeating to me verbatim everything that Trump said? Like,
oh my God.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like what? Why?
Like
they love their daddy. They love him.
Okay.
I got one. Is it okay that the mac and cheese was less than average?
No, it's never okay.
Never okay.
Never,
That's
ever
never okay.
If you don't have a proven record of making mac and cheese,
right,
and everybody's like,
you can know mac and
don't
cheese.
make. Let me funny story. This year, my daughter's best friend came with mac and cheese. She asked me, "Do you want me to bring mashed potatoes or mac and cheese?" I said mac and cheese because I wasn't making that because I had too much other stuff to make. So while she came here, right, with this little tray of mac and cheese, which was fine because, you know, a lot of times there's a lot of mac and cheese left over, but this little tray and the cheese was super white and liquidy. I said, but my daughter's best friend is Vietnamese, right? So I'm like, yo, Kayan, did you make that mac and cheese? She's like, My daughter tells me later, Mom, she bought that from Panera and put breadcrumbs on it. Like, this is what she does.
I was about to say that's the TikTok mac and cheese that they be following these recipes and stuff.
That is disrespectful.
It don't be working out.
I was like, I'm not nobody. There was like one scoop of that mac and cheese the whole night. Nobody touched the mac and cheese. We had to throw it out. I felt bad for her, but I wasn't touching it.
Poor thing.
Yeah. Well, because she's not a good cook. She does nails beautifully, but she's not a very good cook.
She should have said, I'll bring the soda in cups or something.
But I will say this. If you're not used to like making something all the time, now I'm a good cook or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like sometimes I don't make things for like a very long time or whatever. And the recipe might get thrown off by a little something. So it's not as good as it was the last time or something like that. But still respect me because, you know, I made all of this food for y'all. And, you know, if it's not as good as it was the last time, please forgive me.
Well, at least if you're making that notice, then okay. But if you ain't telling us, we're gonna criticize, girl.
Yeah, let me know it's Panera mac and cheese. Just say that.
Yeah, I'll say something like, "Oh, yeah, it's not, you know, it's not hype, but you know what I'm saying? It's not, it's a hype, you know. You still,
and Panera bread. Like, that's not a place I would be going for mac and cheese. Panera bread, no way. Absolutely.
Panera bread. You ain't even say a soul food spot. Panera bread.
Like I don't like macaroni and cheese if it's not homemade. Usually if I go out to places I use 9 times out of 10, I won't eat it. But definitely not from those fast food places.
Yeah. If it's not a restaurant, no ma'am.
No ma'am.
No ma'am.
No ma'am.
Hi, Miss Pinkett. You look fantastic.
We gotta go with blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blacking it. I'm sorry. What do you say about the allegations? There's like, you know, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say? We suing. I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
Will Smith rejects sex allegations by former quote unquote friend, and Jada, she says they may sue. Will Smith's rep says a new allegation that the Oscar winner was caught having sex with actor Dwayne Martin is unequivocally false. Jada Pinkett Smith declares, "We sue it," when paparazzi and reporters swarm her as she's getting into a car in New York City. And Martin apparently isn't going to dignify the situation with an answer.
Lord.
Dwayne Martin, that was Campbell's cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that either. I don't know why. It just sounds so wishy-washy.
It does sound weird. I wish they would just come out and say what happened. Just move on with it, though.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're dragging it.
I mean,
This-
you got
so
to.
concerned about, like, with all of the, especially the rights of the LGBTQ community and all this. They're promoting. I feel like it's being promoted actually. Why are they like so scared to just like, if you're,
Because they don't want nobody to know who they really are, because they really
that ain't been their image.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they on the outside, I love me some woman, but then behind closed doors, men.
I mean, I don't blame them.
But let me ask a question though. Every time a situation pops up like this, to wherein somebody goes to the nearest microphone, or the person
that is what I don't like.
The person that's had the podcast wants to get the juiciest thing they can
I don't
get.
like that.
So what happens is, why does everybody focus the attention on the person that's being thrown against the wall and pumped?
They're not replying.
But meanwhile, what about the person who is throwing these type of accusations in the air? This bodyguard made a huge statement knowing that it would get picked up and people would start going crazy about it. What about him?
I never understood the reason why they feel the need to come out now and say stuff after the fact. Like, why didn't you say something when it was happening? You're a bodyguard. You know, that I just never understood. And I guess they're gonna try to hand in hand it with the molestation of women, but I don't think that's a hand in hand. Like, that was your job. Like, your job was to secure, your job was to, you know, keep certain things under wrap. You know, I never understood the reason why you run into Tasha K.
Exactly.
Well, he was Will Smith's assistant for years. He was from Philly,
right,
and all of that. So he wasn't a security guy.
What is the point of you doing that?
Even if you did see that, why would you want to go somewhere and know that, you know what I'm saying? Unless you have one, you love attention, and like I said, people do crazy ish for attention. Or number two, you have a vendetta.
Or number three, can we throw number three in that? Because it doesn't end there.
Pay me enough.
The three could be that it's actually true, and the three could be that somebody actually does have an intent that may be a good intent behind it, which may be that these people that are out here in Hollywood are actually evil or whatever, and they front and put up a front. And
we've been knew that though. We've been knew that. Well, I've been knew that. I don't know about nobody else.
But that's number three though. You can't say one or two. There's a three.
Weird.
I guess he was trying to save America and save people. So that's that's what his motivation was. Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? Let's get her in here.
Tasha K.
She's gonna juice it up nice.
Yeah.
She's gonna juice it up nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. This man said he got receipts and everything, and you could
I ain't discrediting him now. But
anything. But what is his dog in this fight? What is
what's the angle?
Yeah,
What's your angle?
What is his exactly?
Right.
Your angle.
Exactly.
Like why?
Well, number one,
what do you have to gain from this? Was he hoping?
Right.
Was he hoping that they'll say no, don't say nothing.
2 million.
Don't say nothing. We'll give you a couple million.
Exactly. There's something.
So I didn't finish watching the interview, but
or maybe he wants to get popular, and so people can start talking his name.
The man is already doing well.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not about money. It's not about him coming up. He's already doing well. He's already has his career established.
He should be okay.
So I don't know about that.
Who is he?
I don't know. I never heard of him.
He was his former assistant for years.
He was his assistant. Yes, he was his assistant for years. They show pictures of everything
for years.
Yeah. They show pictures and everything. So that for sure, yeah.
Now, one thing that I did get from it, I didn't finish watching it, but something that may be a possibility, which also may be a possibility in the cases of Diddy and Cassie and all of that stuff, is people fear their lives. So they put things, if you could put like Cassie, for example, putting this out there to the public. Now, if anything happens to her funky, at
You
this
know
point in
what's-
Well,
time.
they already have it out that Diddy killed everybody on Uptown Records, and that's the reason why he's.
And
the
I believe
only
it.
one alive.
And I believe it. And I
What
believe
is
it.
that? What is
And
that?
I believe
Wait,
it.
Oh
wait,
my
wait, wait,
gosh.
wait,
And
wait.
I
And they
believe
already have
I
it
saw-
that Kim Porter, his baby
Oh,
mama,
God.
was about to come out with a book, right?
Andre Harrell
Oh,
Was
right.
about to come out with
Okay.
a book,
Heavy D
and
too.
she ended up
Okay.
dead from
See.
pneumonia.
Y'all
Where
Yeah.
stop playing with me, y'all.
there were two coroners involved. The second coroner was hired by Diddy's team. Okay. And the book just disappeared.
He is the sinister mind of
Duh.
decades.
Duh. Like, where you been at? Duh. Like,
The
where you been at,
only
babe?
thing that gives me pause in this scenario is that like didn't Jaguar right coming out talking about
Thank you. Somebody said it.
that little Kim died
Why ain't
or
nobody?
something.
No,
like,
Oh,
Lil Kim went to
man.
jail. Lil Kim went to jail
Little
because
Kim went to jail, but somebody had died.
yes.
But that was it. I can't remember who it was, but she was like, she's nuts. She's crazy. Everything she was saying. And I'm not saying that like there might not be a semblance of truth in some of the things that she was saying, but I think she's certified. They've said this, like this has gone on for a while, but I don't know if it's about silencing her because she knows so much, or if she really is nuts. Like she did say somebody who is still alive died.
Yeah,
and she was
that's
like,
a
yeah,
little
the person
mental.
died. And I'm like, does she not know we're in 2023 and that person's still alive?
And see, here's the thing. I mean,
okay, go ahead.
oh,
Who is it?
I don't know. I'm trying to put my little pieces together.
I'm gonna Google it on my next 8 minutes.
Yes. All right, everybody, it's been a good show. Everybody out there, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hey, Gurus, this is the Lady Guru Show, and we
That's right.
are out of here.
Later.
Bye-bye.